I want to talk a little bit more about content. So, Brian, coming from the TV and film background, what was the biggest surprise for you when you got into producing for digital in terms of, budget, storytelling? What did you have to learn to do?
Well, you had to learn how to make stuff cheap, first of all. You can't, I came from the world of, right before I launched this, I had made five $50 million comedies in a row, right? And I sat there when I would make these movies and go, God, I can't believe they give us so much money and so much time to make these movies. So I've been waiting for this day, but for me, it was more about length of content, right? And my kids, for better or worse, have no attention span. I mean, zero attention span. So they'll be watching a show they will like on television, but they'll have their phone in their hand and they're watching something else at the same time.
My kids too.
Right. So I realized that what I'm doing, which is different kind of than what I think Jon is doing, is that we're sort of filling this void. Like, we eat meals, right? You and I, we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but my kids like to snack. They go into the pantry all day long and they eat candy and potato chips and cookies, and that's fun for them. So I look at our content as snack food, right? So we're filling that in-between time, and they're still going to go see Iron Man, and they're still going to watch The Simpsons, but there's a lot of other time in the day that we're filling, at least for my demo, that we're going for.
And then talk about content length. Like, how long are most of your webisodes?
Anywhere between 3 and, long for us is 8 minutes.
Okay, what about you, Jon?
We're about a 6, long would be about 12, but they're serialized. So we've been getting a lot of feedback that people want to see more and more and more binge viewing, which was part of the input from YouTube.
I'd also like to add there are many channels on YouTube that, in fact, the most popular channels in the world are actually in a category associated with gaming content, which basically, a lot of it is think of it like radio talk show hosts who use gaming in the background to kind of inspire conversation, either for them to talk about certain things or with others, and those are literally videos that might go 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and people are consuming, particularly teen boys are actually watching the whole thing.
I'm scared of those boys.
I think they're used to, it's the video game culture, right? These are guys who they're used to sitting in front of a screen for a long period of time, and so this is not a big leap, I think, with respect to the length. And so that actually gives us hope. Some of that stuff is narrative in nature, believe it or not. And so people taking games like Minecraft and creating narrative stories that actually extend episode over episode, and watching for really long periods of time.
I think one of the beautiful things about just the technology of the day, YouTube being one of the distribution pipelines, is that the length of content is the right length of content for that story, for that piece of content, for that audience. So there is gaming content, there's narrative content, there's short content, but we've also got documentaries that are 20 plus minutes in length. Or the other day I was watching, this will sound funny, but a rap battle from the Philippines, and 15 million views on this video, and it's 40 minutes long, and the retention through that video is insane. So it's really what that right length is for that piece of content.
Got it.